This tutorial will help you learn the basics for the graphics tool when using Glogster EDU. When you're ready to add a graphic to your glog, begin by selecting Graphics from the toolbar. When you hover over the graphics, it'll turn gray, and when you click on it, it'll open up the graphics window. Inside the graphics window, you just have one tab. It's the decoration tab. You're able to use any of these images. Usually these images, these graphics are clip art, and there are categories listed along the side, or you can see all at once. You can see there are 98 pages here, and you can click the arrows to look at the various options that you have. I have already selected kind of a pet-themed glog wall and page wall, so I'm going to use the category over to the side for pets. When I click on pets, it's going to come up with the graphics that Glogster believes are pet related. I'm going to show you both a regular graphic and an animated graphic. So when I decide what I'd like to use, I can click on it. It'll turn pink when it's highlighted, and I have a preview here. This is animated, so I can see how this would look when I put it on my glog. I like this image. I want to use it, so I click Use It. This time, since I'm also going to show you a static graphic, I'm going to look through and find another graphic. Use this sheep. Same thing, when I click it, it turns pink. I see the preview. When I'm ready to use it, I click Use It. Now that I have the graphics I'd like to use, I simply press the pink X in the corner, and it'll close the graphics window. The next thing I want to do is edit my images. To move them, I simply click on them, and I can drag them anywhere on the screen. And then I have some editing options. To begin with, I can edit the graphic that is highlighted and it has the toolbar above it. So right now I could do the sheep. If I click on the dog, I can edit the dog. I'm going to start by editing the dog, and in the corner there are arrows, and if I click on the arrows and hold down my mouse, I can make the image bigger or smaller. I can also rotate the image by selecting the curved arrows along the side of the image. Once I have it where I want it, I have some other options as well. I could go within the image itself and click Edit. When you edit this element, it'll go inside the image and give you several options. You have colors, so I could change the graphics color, change my dog to whichever color I would like. If I want to save the new color, I click Apply. If I want to discard, I select the pink X in the corner. I'm not going to save mine. I could also make this dog a link, and by clicking Add Link and pasting in the URL for the website I desire, I click Apply, and this dog would become a link. To do that, you'd have to click Apply to save, and I'm not going to add a URL, so I will click Out. That's a nice feature if you have a link you would like to use, if you'd like to make some kind of glog to promote something or to take someone to more information. There's also this last button on the edit toolbar is Effects. When you click on Effects, I could add shadows, I could change the transparency of my image, and if I want to make changes, I click Apply. If I want to discard the changes, I simply click the X and it'll go back to my original. When you're finished inside the element, you click OK. It'll take you back to your glog wall. Also on the editing toolbar, there are options across the top. And what these do, it allows you to bring the image forward, put the graphic behind, clone the graphic, or cancel changes. And what those do, I'm going to show you what those do. If my images were overlapping, and in this case the sheep is in front of the dog, when I have my dog highlighted, I could click Bring It Forward, and the dog would come in front. And this is useful if you're making a collage or you have text and you want something to be in front of something else. The next one, Put It Behind, does the opposite and brings the image behind. One useful feature is the clone feature. And the clone feature, when you click clone, it'll make a second copy. So now I have 2 dogs, and then whichever one I'd like to edit, if I want to do some more editing, just needs to be highlighted. I can make them bigger again, rotate him, and it'll just affect the one drawing. So I could clone him several times if I wanted to change his color and have a whole litter of dogs if I wanted to. The last option, cancel changes, when you click it, it would take it back to the original, and I could start over. Or if I wanted to, I could delete the image altogether. On all of the tools, you have the option on the edit toolbar to click delete, and your element will disappear. I'm going to delete all of these except for one. This dog, once I have him where I want him, I can click off and I can move on, add text or sound or a video, something else to my blog. And as always, I will make sure I save and publish before moving on. Those are the basics for the graphics tool in Glogster EDU. If needed, be sure to check out the other Glogster tool tutorials on YouTube.